without the hard work of the staff members in the Office of Multicultural Affairs. I'd like to ask the OMA staff to please take a moment to turn on their videos so everyone can see them as I briefly introduce them. And each of the staff members in our office serve to support all students of color, but they also bring to the table an area of expertise in their service to the campus as well. I'd like to start off with introducing Charles Vu. Please feel free to wave, Charles, the Assistant Director and Senior Student Services Coordinator in our office. Dorothy King as well. Feel free to wave as well, Dorothy. Dorothy serves as a University Services Program Associate. Michael Thomas, Student Services Coordinator. Diana Zarate serves as the Associate Student Services Coordinator. And Maggie Jensen serves as the Associate Student Services Coordinator. So I find that I have the distinct privilege and pleasure of working closely with all these individuals on this team. As we begin, I'd like to give tonight's participants a couple considerations about virtual event etiquette. I don't think that we need to go through this in detail, but just a few reminders. First and foremost, I'd like to ask that all participants keep your microphones muted and your cameras temporarily turned off for the duration of the event until you've been invited to speak or to turn on your videos. Second, you're encouraged to use the chat feature to ask questions and to respond when prompted, or to give a thankful and celebratory shout out. Also, please send messages in the chat if you are experiencing any technical difficulties as well. A moderator will respond to you as soon as possible, and we thank you for your patience as we get to you. In the upper right-hand corner in your Zoom screen, there's also a view button as well. And to optimize your viewing experience tonight, please feel free to change your view to speaker view or standard view if it's not already set there. The program that we have set tonight is optimized for that particular viewing setting. So at this time, I'd like to invite Chancellor James Schmidt to join our virtual stage. The Chancellor often talks about being unequivocally proud when celebrating success, as well as taking time to find joy in what matters most. And those are the comments that I oftentimes walk away with when I hear him speak. And tonight is most certainly a joyous occasion. And with that, it's my absolute pleasure to welcome to the floor, Chancellor Schmidt.
Well, thank you, Dang, and appreciate very much everyone in the Office of Multicultural Affairs for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful ceremony. And I want to also thank Interim Vice Chancellor Teresa O'Halloran for her leadership this past year. The best 2 days, in my view, on a university campus are move-in day and graduation day. And they're my favorite for much the same two reasons. There's that sense of wonder, excitement, what's the future going to be like, understanding you're taking a new step. And I just got done celebrating with the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, the diploma ceremony this afternoon. And it's a true privilege for me to be with this group tonight to celebrate all of you graduating over the next day and a half. Before I begin, I want to extend a special welcome to our new Vice Chancellor for EDISA, Olga Diaz, joining us all the way from California. She gets the award for coming the furthest tonight. But she's soon to be in Wisconsin and a part of our Blue Gold family. It is fitting that this is one of the first events that Olga is able to be a part of here at UW Eau Claire. And I can't think of a better first event than celebrating our proud OMA graduates. What an incredible gathering of confidence, success, and hope. You are at the heart of our mission and our commitment at UW Eau Claire. Your graduation and events like this, what motivates every one of our faculty and staff members every day. Welcome, Olga, and would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank you, Chancellor Schmidt, for the opportunity to join you in congratulating the class of 2021. As a new member of the Blue Gold family, I'm honored to witness this part of your journey, students. May you carry with you the knowledge and character you developed through study and struggle, and the joy of this success that you've earned. I know you will find your way in the world, but remember this place and the people who cheered you on, and come back to visit. Muchas felicidades. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Olga. We're looking forward to welcoming you at UW Eau Claire in June. Graduates, you've worked hard to reach this achievement. I know that your time with us has been full of triumphs and challenges, especially this past year. I'd like to join you in giving a round of applause to you and your supporters who've helped you on your journey, your beloved family, your treasured friends, and the wonderful OMA staff. Please, let's give everyone a round of applause. And I know people don't have their camera. Stephanie, thank you for having your camera on and applauding with me. A perfect example. So we had 100, just got the update. Thank you, Dang. Grateful to every one of the 141 OMA graduates that are going through spring ceremonies. And it has been a time for you and your family to be a part of the university broader family. I want you to know you have left your mark through your leadership, your energy, and your commitment to each other and to the students around you. A perfect example of the impact that you've had is the service that graduating senior two-year Billy Lohr, and Monique Morales and Destiny Wilson have provided as community health ambassadors. They've partnered with the Eau Claire City County Health Department to share COVID-19 and vaccination information to vulnerable community populations. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's only through the vaccination that we can truly make sure that we can help protect our friends and neighbors in our broader community. And it's a wonderful example of the blue gold spirit of service. It is our goal, no matter what your major, that you leave the university with a degree that has prepared you to be leaders to confidently meet the future. And you can be confident as you leave because your blue gold degree has value. It sets you apart, as our 91,000 alumni from around the country and around the globe can attest. Your degree and your standing as blue gold graduates mean that you have learned the skills of critical thinking, the ability to communicate and advocate, the values of stewardship and equity. You've learned the invaluable practice of collaborating for good. You've learned how to be a citizen of the world. And I've said all along and often that we are better together. And I can see that this evening, as I looked at some of the faces that have cameras on and then the pictures that you have as your avatars, I can see it in your faces, the close bond you've forged with each other and the importance of this organization and those close bonds. Every week I hear from students about how our faculty and staff have helped them overcome a challenge or inspired them to pursue a pathway they'd never considered before. Like a family, our blue gold community is bound by the experiences we share together, even experiences like a pandemic. And like a family, there comes a time when we must encourage you to spread your wings and meet the world. As joyful as graduation is, it is also bittersweet as we see our wonderful graduates move into the next phase of their lives. And I'm always asking you to come back and visit often, be a part of this campus as a blue gold alum. Tonight, we send you off with confidence and with grand expectations. Ahead of you lies your future, one that I know you are well prepared to meet. In fact, ahead as you look at the opportunities to accomplish great things in your families, in your careers, and in your communities, whatever they may be. Nelson Mandela once said, "There's no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." Graduates, I know you are capable of lives of great consequence. Thanks to your time here, you do not have to think or act small, but we are ready to live a life that demands all of you. I'll be watching you for years to come, watching for you to come home for visits and tell us all that you've accomplished. And I'll be willing to watch for those changes that I know that I will seek as the world that needs you to be a part of it and through your commitment. And I'll be watching to see where your passion and your lives will take you. So go confidently, knowing that your blue gold degree has readied you to be all you're capable of living. Congratulations and go Blue Golds.
Thank you so very much, not only to you, Chancellor Schmidt, but also to you as well, Vice Chancellor Diaz. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We are so fortunate to have you join us in the celebration for our students, because tonight it really is about them, their success. And we're excited that tonight's program will start with remarks from one of our students, Dunzo Billy Lohr, who will serve as tonight's student speaker. Following that, OMA will recognize 3 graduating students who will actually be recognizing a number of graduating students who are recipients of the Excellence in Leadership Awards. We'll also be recognizing a UW Eau Claire faculty member with the Excellence in Service Award as well. You'll learn more about those awards and the recipients when we arrive at that portion of our program. And following the awards, we'll be recognizing our graduating students with a brief slideshow. Graduates, at the beginning of the slideshow, we'll be inviting you to turn on your videos so that people can celebrate your successes as names flip through that slideshow. And so please be prepared for that too as well. After the recognition, as per our OMA graduation celebration tradition, we will provide an opportunity for graduating students here today to provide brief informal remarks of thanks and gratitude if they wish to do so. For graduating students, if you are interested in doing so, you simply need to go into the chat at any time during the event before that and state, I would like to give a student remark. And make sure you put your name in there too as well. Again, if you are a graduating senior and you're interested in making informal remarks at the conclusion of our event at the end of thanks or gratitude, please again go to the chat at any time during the event and simply type in, I would like to give a student remark, and make sure you include your full name in there too as well. And we'll be prepared, Doki specifically, to call on you at the end of our program. And I'm so proud to be celebrating this specific milestone with our students. And I'm excited that tonight our office is recognizing the graduation of 141 UW Eau Claire students of color, which include 14 American Indian and Native students, 16 Black African American students, 41 Latinx students, and 70 Asian American Pacific Islander students. Tonight, as we celebrate this amazing milestone with our students, we also want to recognize all the people who played an important part in their success as well. To all the faculty, the staff, the deans, directors, executive team members of UW Eau Claire, and especially to the family and friends who served as your support network and community during your time through college. And to all the participants from near and far who are in attendance at tonight's event, thank you so much for being here to celebrate with us. And many of the faculty and staff invited to tonight's celebration have been specifically identified by our graduates as important and influential mentors in their success. So tonight is a celebration of not just our students, but also of your many efforts to support their successes as well. And so at this time, I'm really excited to invite our student speaker, Dunzo Bililor, to turn on their camera while I introduce them. Dunzo Bililor is a first-generation student and a child of refugee parents. He is a graduating senior with a major in integrated strategic communication advertising with a certificate in critical Hmong studies. As a student, Billy has dedicated much of his time on campus to the Hmong Student Association. And over his 4 years in that student organization, Billy has served in many roles, including his service as a member for 2 years, as a chair of the Hmong language table for 1 year, and recently as the president over this past year. Billy has also served as a student intern in the Office of Multicultural Affairs for 2 years. And in that time, he's actually held 3 different core responsibilities. Outside of the campus, Billy is a teacher, an advocate, and a traditional healer. Billy advocates on reconstruction and inclusivity of Hmong queer and Hmong women within beliefs, culture, and practices. Billy has been a keynote speaker at numerous universities and nonprofit organizations, educating participants on Hmong customs, reconstruction of the Hmong identity, and cultural competency. Billy told me once that his favorite quote is, until I see it for myself, I cannot stop. Billy, thank you so much for sharing that quote with me. And at this time, I'd love to welcome you to our virtual stage. So take it away, Billy.
Hello, everyone, and thank you. Please bear with me. I just submitted my last final 20 minutes ago, so I'm still riding off of that excitement. But it is an honor to be here tonight. It is an honor to be here at this event. I want to thank OMA, and I want to thank all the staff and faculty who have helped me and helped all of us along the way. First off, congrats to all the graduates. We have been working tirelessly, but in the blink of an eye, the moment is now before us. You know, 3 weeks ago, OMA had asked me to make this speech at the graduation event. I was honored and I accepted. Public speaking, ever since I've taken my CJ classes, credit to CJ 202, public speaking has always been easy for me. It is, those are skills I learned in those classes. But to be very transparent with all of you, This was the hardest speech I've ever had to write thus far. What made this speech rather difficult for me was the theme that the graduation committee had selected, and that theme was owning the moment. Several nights, I spent time having a staring contest with my blank Microsoft Word document, pondering on owning the moment. What is that supposed to feel like? What does owning the moment look like? Have I ever owned the moment before? And that's when the imposter syndrome kicked in. The thoughts that ran through my head was, I don't even know what owning the moment is. I have never even felt it. I have never even owned the moment. So I stopped. I didn't want to write the speech anymore because it was giving me negative imposter syndrome energy that students do not need during the last final weeks of school. That's toxic. So I carried on with my weekly schedule while pondering in tandem on what owning the moment is. But what I've realized from my 3 weeks of procrastination to write this speech is that we cannot put a constraint on what moments deserve to be owned and which ones are purely just moments. You know, as a low-income first-generation student of color, I realized that we tend to only survive in the moment rather than owning it. Within the moment, we are flooded with background voices telling ourselves, you know, we only survived. Oh, I barely made it. I could have done better. Rather than embracing it and celebrating and owning it. We tend to only count our huge moments, like in our lives for students when we graduated high school, when we got accepted into this university, or that time when you landed a position in that internship that you really wanted. But overall, moments fall around us like snow, each one vanishing as they land. Or they can be like stars in the night sky, endlessly abundant and impossible to count. But moments are also like the sun. They stand alone, but they can brighten your entire universe. So I asked myself and all the other students of color, and I realized that we need to decolonize our psyche in thinking that the only moments we have seized are moments that are valued by society and oppressive systems. We have conquered courageous moments, like when we still chose to attend that first school org meeting in your freshman year, even though you didn't know anyone was there. You conquered that. We have stressful moments, like when you turned in your assignment at 11:59 p.m. because you procrastinated it, or like me who just submitted an exam 20 minutes ago when it should have been due a while ago. And then we have empathetic moments, like when you and your friend first cried to each other over life, and you knew at that moment, that solidified your bonds. And even those small moments, like when the person you like starts a snap streak with you. In all of those moments, what made them ours, what made them own was that our presence was there. We stood present, at times conflicted, but many times, and most times, resilient. We were there and we strived for better. So I realized that, and one by one, I started counting all the precious moments that I have owned, like being able to pay for my utilities on time. When I grew up, not being able to afford water, and when I had many nights where I had no electricity. There were moments I believe that I conquered, like when I held my mother's hand for the last time as she joined my ancestors, all knowing well she could not be here for this moment. Although those were weaknesses, those were moments that I had owned. I can never forget those. We have small moments, like when your friends, own moments can also be like when your friends help you, like how in one of the graduates, Hitter Knight, Sing Sai Yang, literally helped me finish all my computer science projects. Like he wasn't there and owned that moment with me, I would not be graduating. Own moments can also be like when you have a staff or faculty who reaches out and gives you ongoing support, like Ha Vang, who let me go on the California trip 3 times. So as we continue to live outside of college as students beyond this, let us remember that we have owned so many moments. Each one of those moments nourished our growth and our existence and nourished our growth. One of the best parts about it is that for us students of color to be here today, our existence was never meant to see this. Our existence was never meant to obtain this degree. What this is us gaining a step in the ladder of privilege and owning it. So I think we all need to hear this. You are enough. You are the embodiment of success. The world should celebrate all our achievements today because it took hundreds, maybe thousands of moments we had to own just so we can have this one. Although we will split and go on our own paths after this, I ask us to all incorporate one new concept within owning the moment. This concept is a luxury that students of color are often not acquainted with. Practically and purely live in the moment. Let it sink in. Consider how proud your friends and families are of you and your success. Reflect on the sadness that will come with leaving your friends whom you have loved as family throughout this half decade. But most importantly, live in the moment that matters the most. I always think back to what moments matter the most and which moments were truly owned for me. And it is my grandparents who chose to come to this country. It is my mom who ran through jungles while she was shot and she watched her best friend get shot next to her. Those are moments in which they acted and owned that gave me the opportunity to be here now, to be in the now. So as we transition to be alumni, to be graduates, we will always be successful from now until the end. We matter and we are all keepers of moments. So congratulations and much love to the class of 2020-21. Watch out.
Gunzo, thank you so much for that message. I'm so appreciative of you sharing your story with us. It really resonates with me about living in the moments that matter the most. And thank you very much for sharing that message with our graduates about them being enough and them being the embodiments of their own successes. I think that it is certainly most appropriate that tonight, as we celebrate our students, helping them recognize and realize that they themselves are a big part of their own successes too as well. So thank you so much for that, Billy. At this time, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce Michael Thomas, our Student Services Coordinator from our office, to start us off with our recognition of the recipients of the Excellence in Leadership Awards. And so with that, Michael, the virtual floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Dang. And Billy, thank you so much for that powerful keynote address to our graduates. It resonated with me as well. Good evening. My name is Michael Thomas, and I am one of 4 student services coordinators in the Office of Multicultural Affairs. Each year, OMA selects individuals who have demonstrated a high level of investment within our community. We have 7 awards to present tonight. Our first award recognizes 6 student recipients with the Excellence in Leadership Award. This award is given in recognition of a student who, through their commitment to OMA and the university, has demonstrated extraordinary cross-cultural leadership, global awareness, and enhanced our cultural communities on campus. Our first recipient of the Excellence in Leadership Award is Ms. Natalina Tiki. At this time, I would like to invite her to join me on the screen. So Natalina has held a variety of prominent leadership roles on campus, including public relations of the UWEC African Student Association, foundation internship for Chancellor's Diversity Scholarship Program, event planning intern as part of the OMA's internship program, in addition to holding multiple executive board positions within the UWEC Black Student Alliance. Similarly, her off-campus leadership has allowed her to work with the Power of Perception, an organization that equips Black and biracial youth with the necessary tools and resources to be successful. In this capacity, she not only provided administrative oversight of programming, but she also assisted by mentoring and making an impact in the lives of Eau Claire Black and biracial youth. Under Natalina's collaborative leadership, the UWEC Black Student Alliance was able to experience the following accomplishments: student recruitment to general body meetings, pajama party fundraisers, diverse discussion topics, Halloween party fundraisers, and successful submission of the 2019-2020 student seg fee funding application in the amount of $1,500. It is important to mention that Natalina was able to do all of these wonderful things, all while maintaining a B+ grade point average. Natalina will receive her bachelor's in public relations and sociology. Upon graduation, she will be attending graduate school to study marketing. Her long-term goal is to earn her PhD while creating opportunities to give back to her community. When asked what she will miss most about UWC, Natalina said, "I will miss the individuals I have met through various organizations, friends, and classes. These opportunities have shaped my overall college experience. Given Natalina's passion, initiative, and significant contributions to the UWEC community, I am pleased to present her with the 2021 Excellence in Leadership Award." Congratulations, Natalina.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Michael.
Absolutely. Thank you. So our next recipient of the Excellence in Leadership Award is Mr. Olu Famulette. At this time, I would like to invite him to join me on screen. Is Olu here? So let me share my screen. Right. Olu has held a variety of prominent roles on our campus as well, including being president of the UWC African Student Association, resident assistant for housing and residence life, civil rights pilgrimage coordinator through our Blue Gold Beginnings program on campus, participation in the Somali immersion program, as well as being a drummer for the campus-wide Virtues of Africa program, as well as being a member of the UWEC Black Student Alliance, as well as being a lead counselor through Blue Gold Beginnings. Because of his academic performance and high level of campus involvement, Olu was able to be recognized with the following awards and opportunities during his tenure. Olu is a recipient of the 2018 Alumni of Color Social Justice and Inclusion Scholarship. He's also had opportunities to do video directing opportunities on campus. He is also a 2019 recipient of the Dr. Tamara A. Johnson Black Excellence Scholarship. He's also had museum curating opportunities as well as finally being a recipient of the 2020 Artist Commission grants. And to my amazement, Olu was able to do all of these incredible things while maintaining a 3.5 GPA. So Olu will go on to receive his bachelor's in biology with a minor in art. Upon graduation, he will be relocating to Atlanta to pursue a mentoring program to develop skills in cinematography and filmmaking. His long-term goal is to become a full-time visual artist. His focus will be to express and highlight African art and Black expression through film, making, photography, and fashion. Eventually, he plans to relocate to his home country of Nigeria, where he hopes to establish a media company that aims to empower youth filmmakers and tell their stories, histories, and beauty in the African diaspora. When asked what he will miss most about UWC, Olu said, "I will miss people that I have met along the way. Individuals in ASA and BSA, the people in my classes, teachers, and advisors. I'm extremely lucky to have met so many amazing people in my college career. People who have taught me, empowered me, inspired me, and shaped me into the person I am today." Given Olu's passion, leadership, and significant contributions to the UWEC community, I'm pleased to present him with the 2021 Excellence in Leadership Award. Congratulations, Olu. And at this time, I would like to invite Diana Zarate next.
Thank you, Michael. So again, I am Diana. I am a Student Services Coordinator here in the Office of Multicultural Affairs, and I am honored to recognize our next recipient for Excellence in Leadership Award, Stephanie Hoeksema. And Stephanie, if you would like to be on screen, that would be great, but no pressure. I met Stephanie when she was a study abroad advising intern in the Center for International Education, soon after I started here at UWEC. and knew that she was passionate about the work she does. It turns out I was right. Stephanie has been involved in many ways during her collegiate career. The depth of involvement is one I cannot believe was possible, but because of her passion, Stephanie did all of it and did it well. During her time at UW Eau Claire, Stephanie was also an international student assistant as an additional role in CIE. This was after studying abroad in Spain in the spring of 2018. During the 2019-2020 academic year, she served as Commissioner Co-Director for the Equity and Student Matters Commission. In this role, she served as the Senate Equity Director for the Student Government. She helped create over 15 pieces of legislation for the General Student Assembly, and all were passed. She also worked with campus administrators to advocate for a more inclusive campus. In addition to those accomplishments as co-director, Stephanie also had the honor to introduce Dr. Ibram X. Kendi during a speaking event on campus in 2019, and served on the Chancellor's EDI Rapid Action Task Force, which was formed to improve the campus climate. During her time in the specific role, Stephanie had a lot of impact through her work as she worked with campus and local representatives to advocate for a diversity of issues on our campus. Off campus, she also was a student aide at the Altoona Intermediate School and volunteered to provide one-on-one support to a student whose first language was Spanish. Most recently, Stephanie was a campus organizer for an organization called Leaders Igniting Transformation, where she helped in grassroots efforts and established the campus chapter here at UW Eau Claire while also serving as president. Stephanie has done all of this while balancing her schoolwork and always having a smile on her face. She is receiving a degree in 2 areas, elementary education and Latin American studies, while also including a Spanish teaching minor and a certificate in interdisciplinary linguistics. Stephanie is also a member of the Sigma Delta Pi National Collegiate Honor Society. As you can see, Stephanie has a robust list of accomplishments and experiences during her time here. Her accomplishments are impressive, and I am in awe of her balancing act of everything she has taken on while achieving a 3.7 GPA. To say she made the most of her college experience is an understatement. I applaud Stephanie in all of this and am so honored to recognize all of her work. I am sad to see her leave, but I am excited to see what she accomplishes in the world. Our campus was lucky to have such a great student leader like her. And Stephanie, we wish you the best of luck and hope you keep in touch and let us know how your future goes. At this time, if you would like to say anything, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try not to cry. Thank you so much, Diana. I have some things sort of prepared, but I just want to start by saying thank you to OMA. Thank you to all the staff that work in this office. You do incredible work. You've created community where I didn't have or find any before. I'm a first-gen student. I'm the first in my family to go to college. When I came here, I had no idea what to expect. I just knew that I was trying to do something different and something for my family. So I truly would not have been able to make it through everything and everything you mentioned without the support from this office. Seriously. I've learned advocacy, self-advocacy, transformative creativity, and just like recognizing humanity through the work y'all do. So I feel that on this campus, I have moved through and sort of recognize my own power. So I can totally feel that that's happening just with more students. So I just feel really grateful. Obviously, students of color face a different experience moving through higher ed. So it just is, yeah, different. But I mean, as a student organizer, we know that the work we're doing is building for what does not exist yet. And I personally just feel so grateful to have the community and the power and the support to really improve what we have inherited. So I'm looking forward to see how our university continues to move forward and embody our values. But thank you again to OMA. You've taught me grace and resilience and grit. And I truly cannot be more thankful. So thank you to everyone.
Oops. All right, thank you, Stephanie. Now we will have our next presenter, who is Charles Vu.
Thank you, Diana, and congratulations, Stephanie. At this time, Tunza, could you join me on stage? All right. Some of you know Tunza as Billy, but really, in my eyes, he will always be Tunza. And not Tunza Lo, but Tunza Lao. Tunza is one that you see a clear picture when Dang already introduced him. And then you heard his speech. I don't have a hard job to do. I just want to recap a few that it may not have been left out. So it is my honor to present the next Student Excellence in Leadership Award to Tunza Billy Lau. Tunza is a rare example of students making significant contribution to expanding diversity initiatives, including increasing students' networking and collaboration across racial groups to improve the climate and culture of our campus. During his first year of school at UW Eau Claire, Tunza began serving his Hmong peers and recently expanded to his network to other students of color. Most students would agree that Tunza is immensely proud and knowledgeable of the Hmong culture and practice. For example, since high school at the age of 12 or 14, he has been performing the shaman ritual, Waneng, during weekend and after school to heal the sick throughout the communities in Wisconsin and in Minnesota. As you can see, he's been doing that. That's why he's good at putting an exam 20 minutes before this event. He's a multitask person. Furthermore, Tunza is well known for his Hmong cooking skills and language skill. Tunza would butcher a whole pig and show his Hmong peers how to jengbo, or clean a whole pig, or making makwadi, rice soup that feed all his friends during a critical Hmong event or Hmong language table discussion. During his senior year, Tunza serves as the president of Hmong Student Association and OMA Communications student intern. He is committed to listening and making sure that all voices within HSA's executive board and members were heard, helping to improve students' leadership skills, creating spaces for building relationship with other students of color are just some of his greatest contribution. In a statement by our OMA director, Dang Ya, Dang described Billy as someone who's always created a welcoming space for our students and guests in our office. Oftentimes, I can hear him from across the office as he socializes with his peers and catches up on how they are doing. Dang add, he is particularly skilled in leading important conversations about current issues with other students as he works with them to validate their experience and give critical insight into situation, unquote. For instance, he recently worked with other students and staff to organize a demonstration and a vigil against Asian hate. Tunza has also helped the community as one of the students working as community health ambassador with the Eau Claire County Health Department. Tunza, thank you for helping us connects with other students, your collaborative work with other students and student organization of color help create and keep the home away from home experience for our students. Our tasks in OMA are lighter because of you and the student like yourself that make them that way. Tunza, once again, watch out. Thank you for help make difference in our students' life. We wish you the best as you transition into the next stage of your life and wish you well in all your future endeavors. Once again, watch out. Tunzar, I don't know if you want to add anything, but this is your moment.
I just want to say thank you. I've been exposed, but either way, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to OMA for providing me such great opportunities. It's been great being interactive with the community. Just this past fall, we did a whole research project with the whole Eau Claire community and amongst individuals, and just in general, it's been a great time. I really want to thank OMA for embracing and helping us create communities here on this campus that we never had. I really want to also thank OMA for having just been there and giving us the platform that we needed. Overall, to all the other students, stay resilient and best of luck.
All right, thank you, Billy. It's been a pleasure chatting with you in the office, and I'm going to miss you. For the first time, we have 2 recipients for the American Indian Excellent in Leadership Award. We have had such amazing students, and these recipients really went above and beyond in the areas of advocacy, involvement, participation in events, and leadership. The first recipient of the American Indian Excellence in Leadership Award is Tressa Lang. So we can have Tressa spotlight Tressa here on the screen so she can join us. Hello, Tressa. Oh, great. Tressa is a member of the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation. She's a dual major between American Indian Studies and Geography. Anyone who knows Tressa also knows she's very passionate about Indigenous food sovereignty, and she has a great sense of humor. As a result of her passion, she related a lot of her work and research around Indigenous food systems during her time at UW-Eau Claire. Tressa is a brilliant student, and as a result has been involved in a number of remarkable opportunities, including being an intern here in the Office of Multicultural Affairs and the highly prestigious Doris Duke Conservation Scholar Program, where she spent 8 weeks researching with the University of California in Santa Cruz. She also had the opportunity to work with the Sustainable Development Institute at the College of Menominee Nation, where she experienced working with a tribal organization through a sustainable lens. While attending UWEC, she served as president of the Intertribal Student Council, or what we like to call ITSE, for 2 years. During her time as president, she brought ideas of education and advocacy for a number of Native causes. She worked hard to bring representation and education not only to fellow students in and outside of ITSE, but also faculty and staff on various perspectives of Native American culture. And one area that really stands out was her interest in advocacy for traditional ecological knowledge, or TEK. She also focused her capstone project on contributing to Potawatomi language preservation. Tressa is a big advocate for missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls crisis that we're facing in this country. She's the original bringer of the idea to advocate for missing and murdered Indigenous women through the red dress display that we recently had here on campus. And she did a tremendous amount of work helping that event come to life. After graduation, Tressa is moving to Green Bay, where she aspires to work with a tribal nation or organization. So Tressa, thank you for all of your work here at UW-Eau Claire and the work you've done beyond here as well. And thank you for making us all laugh. And I'm wishing you the best of luck moving forward. So this is your opportunity if you'd like to share anything.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to thank OMA first for giving me a sense of community coming into college. It was really scary, but I really enjoyed my time in OMA. I would also like to thank my family, the ones who are here, my coolest and best looking brother, who is very active in the group chat today. I'd like to thank him and my sister Gloria, who's also here, and my mom. Jordan, stop. It wouldn't be possible to be here if it weren't for them. Those three have been my lifeline for the last 5 years. So I'm just very grateful to have a really good support system and family, and my two best friends who are sitting right next to me. Yeah, so I just want to thank everyone for being there for me when at times I didn't think that I would make it to graduation. That's all.
Thank you so much, Tressa. Can't wait to hear what you do next. Great. And as I said before, we actually have 2 recipients for this award. Our other recipient is not able to join us tonight due to a prior commitment, but I am sharing a photo of them at our red dress display that we had last week. And this recipient is Caroline Kernan. Caroline is affiliated with the Oneida Nation of Wisconsin and Stockbridge-Munsee Band of Mohegan. She is an American Indian Studies major and a theater minor. Caroline has served as an e-board member with the Intertribal Student Council for 3 years and was originally recruited because of her outstanding talent as an artist and dedication to advocacy. Her first experience was as the public relations position within ITSE, where she created posters, the Honoring Our Veterans Powwow t-shirt design, and the ITSE logo itself. When the secretary of ITSE left, she took the initiative to also perform the duties of that position, along with multiple other duties that she acquired throughout her time in ITSE, including creating meeting agendas, just to name one. When she stepped into the role of president of the organization on a whim just this past spring, she created a welcoming space and increased recruitment of ITSE membership because of her laid back and warm and welcoming personality. Over the past year, she also served as a OMA intern, using her creativity to bring new ideas to the position. She helped develop the renovation plan for the Learning Center, assisted with events from the planning phase through marketing to the execution of the event. Caroline has stated on several occasions that art is advocacy. She herself is an artist and used her work for advocacy on many Native causes and events on campus, including the recent red dress display that you'll see her photographed with. After graduation, she plans to stay in Eau Claire and find an opportunity where she can continue to use her skills and dedication. Caroline, thank you very much for your work and for sharing your art and being such an open and welcoming person. All right, both Tressa and Caroline are amazing Native women with wonderful personalities that I feel so blessed to know and have been inspired by while working with them. And now I will turn the event over to Dang to introduce the Excellence in Service Award to a very special member of our campus community.
Thank you very much, Maggie, and congratulations to all the students who were recipients of the award. Tonight, I'm also delighted to present the Excellence in Service Award, as Maggie had mentioned, to Dr. Heather Ann Moody. And at this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Moody to turn on her video so she can be recognized as I provide a little bit of background and context as to why we chose her as a recipient of this year's recognition. In the Office of Multicultural Affairs, we recognize that our efforts to support students of color are done in collaboration with many partners and allies across the university. And Heather Ann is above and beyond someone who embodies that, someone who is so very dedicated to the work that we do and to serve as an ally. You even see her here in her video where she's willing to come and join us and celebrate with us and build community with us, with our students, even though she's much further away than she usually is. It has become our tradition during each of our graduation celebrations to recognize a faculty or staff member for that collaboration, to recognize their commitment to EDI and that supports our students. And so some examples that demonstrate Dr. Moody's excellence in service include her service as a co-advisor for the Intertribal Student Council. It also includes her assistance in the development and implementation of a housing accommodation that allows Native students to observe the traditional practice of smudging in the residence halls, as well as her partnership with OMA to renovate the Intertribal Learning Center in Hibbert 150. Just this past year, These examples of her service also include her active engagement as a co-chair for the UW Eau Claire EDI Strategic Plan Development Committee, her leadership as a co-chair of the implementation team for the Center for Racial and Restorative Justice. Heather, I don't know how you find the time to do all of these things and teach and be a mentor all at the same time. Dr. Deborah Barker offered these words about Dr. Moody. Heather has stood as a port in the storm for our students, a guidance counselor, a creative curricular advisor, and a ready shoulder to cry on. Students comment on her humor, her approachability, as well as her bottomless candy jar. Heather Ann is an invaluable member of the American Indian Studies program and entirely deserving of this recognition of her service to students, to the Office of Multicultural Affairs, and to EDI efforts broadly. In addition to Dr. Barker, Maggie Jensen in our office also offered the following thoughts about Dr. Moody. Heather is an amazing individual and has served as an inspiration and mentor to me since I was an undergraduate student here at UW Eau Claire. I was able to finish college because of her support and methods of teaching. Her teaching of decolonized and indigenous methods allowed me to find a place at this institution where I enjoyed learning and felt that I belonged in higher education. It was her level of support that also inspired me to pursue higher education as a career. I always appreciate her advice and ideas on how to better support Native students, create community, advocate for Native causes, educate campus, and hold events. I absolutely admire the way she supports our Native students and makes me feel comfortable and accepted. She inspires me to do better and continue to learn in the position that I hold in OMA. And so Dr. Heather Ann Moody, I want to let you know that you are an ally, you are a collaborator, and you are a partner in our office. But more importantly, you are the instigator of justice. You are an accomplice in equity. You're a fiercely committed supporter of our students. Dr. Moody, you remind us every day that the work we do is a community effort. A number of graduates that we are celebrating tonight are here because of your efforts. And I consider you to be one of my, not just colleagues, not just my accomplice, but also a good friend. Thank you, Heather, for your outstanding contributions to our students and for your consistent support to our community. We are really appreciative of your time, your commitment, and dedication to EDI. I'd like to invite you to turn on your microphone and share a few remarks for our participants at this time, if you'd like to.
In true fashion, I'm going to break some rules here. I'm currently, I'm multitasking, so if it looks like I'm not paying attention, I truly am. My children are competing in their last dance competition in Minnesota, so my son is going up in like 2 songs. So it's good because I can make it fast. I am extremely humbled and honored to receive this award from OMA. And I thought I wasn't going to cry. So I'm going to do my best here, folks. I had this whole thing planned in my head and now it's just gone. I just want to thank OMA because the work I do with OMA is probably the most rewarding work I do on campus with the EDI, with the students, and it's the students that keep me here. And it's the students that just bring joy to my life and to Ding as well. You know, the partnership that I've created with Ding and all the other folks in OMA is like one I will forever treasure in my life. So I really appreciate it. And the students, just keep on doing what you're doing because it doesn't matter how they label you. You're going to be labeled underserved, underprivileged. You're going to be labeled marginalized. But in this beautiful words of Abigail Echohawk, also remember that you are historically resilient. And I'm so incredibly proud of everything that you have accomplished and you will accomplish in your life. So with that, I am so proud of every single one of you, those who have gotten to know, those who I don't know, but you'll just have to come get to know me and get to know my candy jar. So please, please stop by and say hi if you can, keep us posted. And thank you again, OMA, for everything you do for our students. And this is an incredible honor. So I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Heather. Again, I value your friendship. I value you as a colleague, and we're so lucky as a campus to have you here with us. So thank you very much for taking time out of your schedule, celebrating your son's dance recital to be with us. And so it means so much to us, and it means so much to the students too as well. So we've arrived at that time in our program where we recognize our graduates. And as we prepare to do so, I want to remind tonight's graduates that if you're interested in making informal remarks of thanks and gratitude, please feel free to go into the chat at any time during the event and during this slideshow, type that you would like to give a student remark, and be sure to include your full name. And the following slideshow, the names and majors of our 141 graduates will be displayed. Tonight, before I begin, we pause and recognize our graduates in this virtual processional so we can collectively celebrate their hard work. At this time, we'd like to invite the graduates to turn on their videos so we can collectively give them a round of applause as this slideshow moves forward, and to give them a round of applause at the end and conclusion of this too as well. So graduates, if you're comfortable doing so, please turn on your videos at this time and throughout the duration of the virtual processional. So during this video, please feel free to share words of congratulations in the chat section. Again, for best viewing experience, please feel free to put your screens in gallery view. So with that, please join me in celebrating our students and celebrating their successes. Let's give our graduates another collective round of applause. At this time, I'd like to turn things over to Duoqi Kang to help us with the next portion of our program.
Hi, Ding. Thanks. Hello, everyone. My name is Duoqi, and I'm the program associate for OMA. We moved on here now to the student remarks section. And so everything we do here in OMA, we center the students and their experiences. That's the same with the reception, as the bulk of this is just congratulating our students and how absolutely amazing we are and how lucky we are to serve them. And so this portion is the student remarks portion. We usually have this at the reception in person. So if you as a student are still here and would like to give a speech, feel free to write your name in the comment section. This is recorded, and so you can share it with your loved ones or people who really mean a lot to you. I do want to note that some people did write something before they left. Haley Sparks said they had to head out, but they want to thank Dr. Wonder, Dr. Vang, and Michael Thomas for getting them involved in the McNair Scholars Program. And so with that, I'm going to show a quick video. OMA has a few words they'd like to say to you all as graduates, a short video, so you don't forget our faces. It's on YouTube and you can continue to go watch it. And while we're showing that video, if some graduates who are here would like to speak, feel free to write that in the comment section.
Congratulations, graduates. My name is Dang Yang, and I'm the director for the Office of Multicultural Affairs. You've all overcome extraordinary odds to get to this milestone. You've endured through a once-in-a-lifetime experience to get here. I'm so proud of all of you. For some of you, the barriers have been greater than others, but no matter what the path you've taken, I want you to know that you have enriched our campus here at Eau Claire in profound ways through your involvement, relationships that you created, and through the many contributions that you made in classes, outside of classes, and throughout the community. So I want to encourage you to continue moving forward with the mindset of being a lifelong learner, curious, critical, and compassionate. So much of yourselves to us. I'm excited to see all the amazing positive changes that you'll continue to make in our communities. I have no doubt that you're up to the challenge. Again, congratulations, everybody.
Hello, class of 2021. Congratulations on your graduation and good luck in your next step. It's been a tough and unruly year of uncertainty, but also hope. Your great flexibility and persistence has gotten you to this point and will help you get to where you want to be. OMA is always wishing you the best and cheering you on. Let us know how your journey goes. Again, best of luck, stay in touch, and have a wonderful time.
My name is Charles Kujuvu. It has been rewarding to know some of you for the past several years. Now that you are successfully graduating from UW-Eau Claire, I will be missing you. I wish you the best in your future endeavors as you embark on your next chapter of life. Keep in touch. Bye for now.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. This is such a momentous occasion, and we're very excited to be celebrating with you. Graduates, while you are no longer students at UWEC, we want you to continue to be lifelong learners. Continue to strive for excellence in everything that you do, and know that you have a community of support behind you. Remember, no matter what you do or where you go, OMA will always be rooting for you. Congratulations, graduates.
Hello, everybody. My name is Duoqi, and I'm the Program Associate for the Office of Multicultural Affairs. To the class of 2021, I want to say congratulations. You all did it, and it was not an easy journey. So I want to make sure I say congratulations on reaching this huge life milestone. Moving forward, there will only be more life milestones. The journey is onwards, but make sure you sit in this moment and really just appreciate everything you've done to get here. To the time you spent here in OMA, I just want to say thank you. To the times that you've gone to the Multicultural Leadership Retreat and stargazed, or to the times that you joined the Google Dialogues and had conversations about identity or about systems of oppression. to the times that you have spent here in the RC room or the org offices doing homework until midnight, to the times that you spent in the cultural centers going to grab food with your friends and Davies. All of those times are special to OMA and mean a lot because they have shaped OMA into what it is today, into what it will continue to be for many other students who will walk very similar paths as you, wishing to achieve what you have achieved today, which is graduating. And so I just want to say thank you for your time here in OMA. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your journey and only wishing you the best moving forward. Moving forward, just a reminder that all of the spaces that you exist in, you are deserving of, and for you to take ownership of it. You're an amazing individual and you will only continue to accomplish more in life. So congratulations, class of 2021, you did it, yay!
I'm Diana, a student services coordinator here with OMA, and I just want to say congratulations to all of our graduates. I know that it's an exciting time now that you're done in getting your degree, especially for all of our students here in the office. So I'm excited for you as well. Know that along with your family and friends, we are very proud of you. We know that it was a lot of work to get to this moment, and all of your hard work is finally over. And I know with the past year, it was even more difficult. So definitely be proud of yourselves for getting through all of that. Know that, you have OMA to come to whenever you come to campus and visit. And know that we are definitely proud of you for reaching this accomplishment, this moment in your life, and definitely celebrate. You deserve it.
Okay, so that's our little message we have for the graduates. Thank you all for letting us be a part of your journey. And so we don't have any folks who are going to be speaking or who said they wanted to speak here, but we always want to make sure that we hold this space so that students have the opportunity to say thanks to who they would like to. And so moving forward here, to all the graduates, OMA just wants to say congratulations. It's been a privilege to be a part of your journey here. Thank you for sharing a sliver of your life with us. It's only onwards. And so I would like to invite Diana back up to do the closing.
Thank you, Doiki. So congratulations to all of our graduates and our award recipients. We are also proud of you and look forward to seeing what you accomplish in the future. Remember of your time here at UWEC as you go out into the world and make new memories and create new goals. And like Billy said, own your moment. Life is what you make it. It'll have its highs and its lows, but own all the moments. An additional congratulations to Dr. Heather Ann Moody for her Excellence in Service Award. We are thankful for all the work you do on behalf of the students. I personally am grateful for your presence and everything you've done since day one of meeting you. And as she stated, you are resilient. Remember that when things get tough, because they will, but you will get through them because of the resilience you have. Graduation is a special time for everyone and my favorite time of the year because of that. So we appreciate you joining us to celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. We know our students appreciate the support from everyone during their collegiate careers, especially with the past year we've had. Now that our graduates are about to cross the finish line, victory is that much sweeter. It'll be emotional and that's okay. It's an amazing feeling to graduate, and as such, it'll be full of emotion and celebration. Also, you should definitely catch up on the sleep that you lost in school. We thank you for helping our students during their time at UW Eau Claire. Have a good evening and a great summer, and stay safe.
Chancellor, thank you again for being with us tonight. I really appreciate your presence, and thank you very much for introducing Olga to the staff and to the community here at UW Eau Claire too as well during this event. Team, great job. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired.
Great job, everyone. I will be ending this Zoom chat here soon here. So have a great evening, everybody.
A great evening, everybody. Thank you.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.